Alright, welcome back, YouTubers. We're finding out more about the EFT every day, and we just found another trader. Perfect. Finally. Now I don't have to spend another minute in this desert after I get potentially anything I want from that trader. Alrighty. Where is the door? Also, I do not remember if I have the open anytime. Yeah, I don't have the open anytime, so we're just gonna, like, quickly shack up in a nearby area. I think that's gonna, the house over there is gonna look nice. Okay, so basically, there's options, and you can choose whatever ammo types you like. I think that sounds pretty good. Um, I'm honestly not so basically my main goal with Tarkov right now is I basically just want to get to the point where I can do like one or two like super high tier poise and just see how that goes. And then I might load up Afterlife with the Tarkov because I've really become addicted to these guns. Nice job, zombie. You did not wake up in time. I've really been addicted to these guns. Like, genuinely, there are games that have worse guns than their vanilla. Did not see you hiding up there. Ooh, Armored Zombies is another thing I'm really liking. I don't know if I'd want to play... Oh, yeah. I don't think I'd want to play a game without Armored Zombies now that I've, like, experienced Armored Zombies. Are you coming in from outdoors? I think you are. I should not be using my unsilenced gun, like, considering it's nighttime and they can run. Yeah, they're coming in from outside. You can choose 9mm. Okay, that's pretty cool. The ammo from Izzy's weapons or the full... Ooh! Interest. Oh, hey, there's a storm. I forgot I didn't turn that off. Well, I was stuck here anyway, so whatever. But yeah, I honestly might go with the full ammo. It adds a lot of complexity, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad kind of complexity. I think it's just the complexity that actually takes advantage of the fact this is a survival game, and you actually need to, like, use your ammo and craft stuff, and just generally, like, I've heard someone say this yesterday on Reddit, but the game's gotten too arcadey for my taste, I guess. And the ammo types actually mattering is kind of a great way to move away from being arcadey and make like survival crafting actually a thing again. Every closet, every closet. Although I do give the Fun Pimps credit, they like it used to be every time you saw an armoire, there was always going to be a zombie in it, 100% of the time. But they did kind of pull back from that. Now it's only like 25% of the time. I don't know what that was up with. Alright, I think that goes up to the roof, and I can't go onto the roof because there's a storm right now. Nope, it just goes into the attic. This is a creepy attic right now. There we go. Okay, ladders, the bane of zombies, apparently. There we go. Alright, so now there's a storm. I know they've changed storms like twice or thrice now, so I don't know if I still hate storms, honestly. I probably do, but I didn't turn them off for whatever reason. Alrighty. It's not too bad, some food and water. Oh, that fire axe feels pretty good with all the mods on it. A shovel mod. Oh, hey, what was this? Plus? Oh, it's the schematic. Okay, cool. I didn't need it, but it's nice to have it. Gravedigger, can't complain about that. We're pretty low on water. I think I might just buzz through the waters just so I don't have to do it again for a while. And keep it out of my inventory, too. I think they made drinking water take a little too long. I mean, it's actually, like, completely realistic how long it takes to drink the water. It just... You know, I struggle with that. Like, that difference between being too arcadey and being too real. You know, I go back and forth. Like, the food could... like, I think food's one of those places where I'm okay with them doing arcadey, just shove it down the mouth. Yeah, I know, that's the problem I have with them. They do think they're the final opinion on the game, and it's so wild. I don't know if you saw on Reddit, but, like, I want to say it was Joel. He actually posted on Reddit, and he had this whole weird rant on how like jars made water too easy or something like that, or you could just craft 5,000 jars. And of course, for one, if I want to craft 5,000 jars, why shouldn't I be able to craft 5,000 jars? And for two, like, you didn't change that. Like, water is still so easy to get. Yeah, the AFT devs wanted to make it a bit of a risk to eat or drink, so they increased the animation. You know, that is 100% fair. But the thing is, like, I don't think I've ever actually had risk from it, because 90% of the time, if I'm eating or drinking, I'm not doing it while zombies are attacking me. I'm doing it because there's an arbitrary, like I've arbitrarily become hungry and I need to not die. And I'm usually in a pretty safe place for that. By the way, fancy toilet. This is fancy? I don't think that's fancy. Oh, we're still waiting on that storm to end, aren't we? Yes, we are. Anything else in here I can loot? But yeah, I don't think it's bad. It's just something I notice when I'm, like, if I'm in my base waiting for water to drink while I craft stuff, I just notice it a lot, you know? I think something good comes out of this if I break it, but I don't remember. That's metal, actually, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's wild that a ratchet's technically better than a, yeah. Just to read off Callan's thing, because I'm going to reply to that. Yeah, what they should have done is to make it so you filled each jar one at a time. That made jars too easy. What made jars too easy was that you have 5,000 jars and fill them all in one click. Exactly, right? Like, this is the fundamental of most games like Factorio or Minecraft. Like, it's not how hard it is to get something, it's how convenient it is to use. Like, that's generally the place. And also, like, personally, I'm personally, like, I still think they need way more scarcity for food and water than they have. Like, I have yet to find a mod or the base game at that matter that has made water and food hard enough that I actually think it's, like, as an example, I actually do have a mod in this one that's going to give me eggs and feathers, but I just haven't had to care about food yet, so why should, like, yeah. Like, it's just sad that, like, in a survival horror game, food and water is like, if you really want it to be like this, you can get enough food and water to survive based off of just looting a few poise. Like, it is not that hard to do. 39. I do not use wait, I do use 39, right? No. Yeah, this is the Soviet one. Well, I might as well disassemble some ammo while I'm waiting on that storm to end. Yep, we'll disassemble this. Yep. Like, I was playing, when I was playing the Survivor 2.0, which is supposed to make resources a bit more scarce, I was I had like 11 water by day 3, I think it was. Like, not even just like regular water. I had like the pure water you use coal to make, and it was ridiculous. Like, it's just so easy. And the thing is, like, one of their concerns, I believe they mentioned this somewhere else, I can't remember, I might be wrong, is new players. But here's the thing, new players turn the difficulty down. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's what difficulties are for. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm always chasing. Like, I miss temperature, I miss perks, I miss closing mods, I miss, like, challenge, honestly. Like, that's one of the things that kills the base game for me. In fact, even Tarkov isn't really a challenge. Like, I'm just enthused by the new weapons. Like, it's mostly the new weapons and cool stuff that's keeping me in here, and I gotta admit, they're pretty cool, just to make sure that's clear. But like the actual survival side of the game, it's just gone. Like, and it's mostly the fun pimps that have done that, not necessarily mod makers. Boy, this storm's lasting a long time, isn't it? Yep, yep. That's exactly it. They're taking out all of the survival stuff, and that's not a good place to be. Like, I don't know. I believe it was in another comment I saw somewhere. Someone mentioned like they like the arcadiness, and personally, I think there's a really easy way to make the arcade people and the hardcore survival people happy. So if you've ever played a game called Space Engineers, they have sliders in that game. The sliders control basically everything. How many resources you need to build something, how long it takes to build something, how fast your resources go down, and there's just a slider. So It's perfectly so if you want to have a fun little arcadey game where you basically infinitely build and do the minimum amount of resource gathering, that's perfectly fine. You can do that. You want to slide it all the way to this top and have to do tons of mining to make every little thing, that's also an option. And it's pretty easy to do too, because like in Space Engineers, it's mostly just like 2x, 3x, 5x, minus 50% kind of thing. And I feel like their system could support that pretty easily. Now, mind you, I've never actually gone in there and done it, but yeah, I would love to see the Fun Pimps add that. So the survival people just ramp up resource scarcity and how many resources they need to build things, and the people who want arcadey just, well, they just ramp that down and they have their arcadey experience. Like, it's not hard to make most people happy with this game, if I'm being honest. Like, I think the Fun Pimps have over-exaggerated how hostile the player base is. Like, honestly, I think the player base has been incredibly friendly to them given everything. Like, as someone who has worked on enterprise-scale software, I would be in, we would, honestly, waiting 12 years for development is crazy. Like, even, like, people expect things to be done so much faster. Yeah, exactly. See, here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure how the loot abundance works because I've talked to a couple of people on this, and I think it might be trickier than you would think. Like, yeah. But yeah, actually, that's something I would love. If someone made a sub mod for Tarkov that just like increased resource scarcity, that I would be right there for it. I thought I saw a zombie crawling over here, but maybe they already got in. Ah, interesting. But yeah, I would be 100% for that. Also, like yeah, yeah, basically, like, I also don't know exactly where I want loot to be, honestly. It's kind of hard for me to figure that out. Where is the right amount for scarcity? Honestly, like, water, 50% might not even be enough. 25% might feel right. Same for food, but ammo, like,
Good
that's the
morning.
one thing Survivor
I bet it's
managed
gonna
to
be
do,
hot one
Survivor
today.
2.0. Like, I was getting like one ammo out of ammo piles. That didn't feel great either, so ammo might be like 50% maybe? 75-ish, maybe? It could even need to be dynamic. I don't know. Hey, Sophie. We're just playing some Tarkov Overhaul mod. And we're also discussing the fun pimps and all the changes they made and how this game could be changed, made better, or modded. Oh wow, I just got 20,000 rubles out of that. I'm doing good. How about you, Sophie? Um, should close. Oh yeah, you're right. Zombies can follow me in. I am so used to them just like there being a magical wall. I'm so used to there being a magical wall in the base game where zombies just kind of don't do
Step
anything.
right up and see what tickles your pistons.
Oh hey, the motorcycle is surprisingly affordable to just buy outright. I think the gyrocopter too is surprisingly affordable. Like that's crazy. Um, let's just see. I think I already learned the car schematics. Junk ammo though. I probably do want junk ammo. I'm not sure though. Dew collector. I'm just gonna buy the dew collector. I don't really need it, but I want it. They're cheap. I could buy some lead just to have that, but I don't know if the lead's really efficient use of money or if I should just like go out and scrap stuff. Um, forged iron, forged steel. Honestly, not super worth it in my opinions. Let's see, what else? What else does he have? Wow, an impact driver. I don't really need it, and it's kind of expensive at 25, but I could buy it. Huh. The axe feels surprisingly cheap. Pickaxe also feels surprisingly cheap. Interesting. Um, weapons. Spiked knuckles. Wow, those are expensive. I would think those would be cheaper. I get their high tier, but it just feels weird that spiked knuckles are expensive. AK-47, AK-74 modern. I think I'm gonna with the Saiga is probably good. That was like my favorite gun in Battlefield 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna just scrap. I don't think it's a good use of money. Um, charger. Yeah, actually, let's buy the supercharger. I feel like that's the big thing, honestly. We already have this. We already have this. Bunker Buster's not really worth it, but I'll buy it anyways. Oh, hey, the AK-74. That's what I have, right? AK-74 in. Does it? Yeah, it does work for that. So we're definitely buying that. Wait, there's an even bigger one, but I don't have the money for. Well, I do have the money for this. Um, well, I'm basically paying 10,000 extra for 10 bullets extra, which is kind of a weird trade, but it's pretty good. Um, reload time, but this doesn't increase the reload time, so I kind of want to go for this. Which one is it again? I have the AK-74 in. This one's the right way. AK-74 in, perfect. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend money on the 40 round one. It's not. I don't think that it's worth the trade-off there. Anything else good here? Nothing I can afford, but plenty of good stuff. I won't. I might make. I think I'm just gonna
Thank you
craft the
very
motorbike
much.
at some point, so I'm not super worried about that. All right, modify this. Modify. Wait, which one was it? Oh yeah, I need to modify this. Yes, I am also a YouTuber, Sophie. You can find a ton of backlog. I was a YouTuber first, and then I started streaming just because it was easy. Oh, the silencer for the AK. How much
You
does that
name it.
cost? I
Old
don't know if
Bob's
I
got it.
saw that. Oh yeah, the silencer. No, that's the muzzle brake. Is muzzle brake the same thing as silencer? I don't think it is. No. Yeah, I'm not super gunny if you haven't figured that out by now. After hexagon. Okay, I can look for that. Oh my gosh, it's meant to be. Look at that. We have the exact amount of money to buy it.
I might have some
All
goods
right,
in the
that
back
was
room if
perfect.
you're interested.
That was meant to be right there. I bought the wrong one. Ah, crap, I bought the wrong one. Crap. Which one was the
Let's see
right
what
one?
reputation
I'm just gonna make a
survivor.
mental note of that. Ah, the sound suppressor. Right, right. Okay. Yeah, that was me being stupid. Okay. Well, I couldn't afford it anyway, so I guess what?
Cheap doesn't always mean better.
Is there actually anything else I want to sell to you? I think I want to sell some
Well,
guns,
I'll
right?
be
Yeah.
double dog down.
Sell,
Customer.
sell. Anything else? I don't want to sell my fuel. I don't know about TNT. I think I'm gonna hold on to that. That sounds like it could be cool.
Tell your
All
friends
right.
about me. Trader Bob.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, you need both. The waffle maker is a silencer as well. Okay. Honestly, I would kill for like just like I would genuinely kill for a guide for this game. Like or this mod specifically rather. I would absolutely kill for for just a little guide. All it has to do is all it has to do is just have a glossary and it's just oh bees. Not the bees. All right, let's see. I have a sneaking suspicion if I just go up here, I'm gonna find the snow biome, and so I'm just gonna go this way real quick and see if I can find the snow biome. Then I'm gonna go back, get all of my ammo, and hopefully have found either the snow biome or the wasteland. I think that over there is the forest, if I'm not mistaken. So if I skim the forest and if I just skim beside the forest and the desert, I'm almost certainly going to find one of the things I want. Man, I am just killing it with finding traders today. It is wild. Yeah, Sophia, I actually so it was actually my wife. She's like a graphics designer, so I had her do it for me. It's actually pretty cool. Thank you. I'm really glad you like the way the thumbnails look. Yeah. The next version, the M14 releases, is supposed to have a guide to what attachment for. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Is this a C? What? I've never seen a C in this game before. What? Wow, I've never seen a C in this game before. Is that part of Tarkov? Oh, that's nice, Sophia. I have a lot of respect for designers because I'm a programmer and I've often worked with designers on translating Figmas to website into actual websites. So I have a lot of respect for designers and animators. Oh, this is the map border? Oh, I have never seen that before. Haha, your bees are slow. Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe I've never seen that before. What even? Alright, so that means maybe the snow's that way, but I think it's... Okay, so maybe the snow is this way, but I think it's just going to be the forest, so we might need to... So this might be like, it might actually be over here? Okay, so now I'm actually... Well, that's a major city over there, so that's cool. City at the edge of the world. I mean, to be fair, I suppose water does make more sense, but isn't this supposed to be set in, like, Montana or something? Or Nevada, Montana? It's not exactly known for its oceans. Alright. I mean, I personally don't mind. Like, it's better than just running into an invisible wall. Either a cliff or an ocean is better than an invisible wall, I guess. Yeah, Arizona, that's right. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like the Duke's supposed to be canonically Native American. All right, thanks, Sophia. Great meeting you too. But yeah, it's a little nonsensical, but I'm gonna let him get away with it because, like, yeah, whatever. It's better than an invisible wall. I'll take it. I'll take anything over an invisible wall. I've never been a fan of that. Alrighty. Let's see. I could just cut sharp down here, but I think if I go up there, I might be able to see a little further. So I'm gonna see if I can, see if I can see anything. And then if I can, we'll head towards it. If I can't, I might cut back down. I don't know. Yep. Thank you, Sophia. Alrighty, let's just find a way to get up here. The desert mountains are the absolute worst for actually going up. Like, it's like like in the forest you can kind of like Skyrim, Oblivion your way up a mountain, but these ones are always a little too sharp for it, and I kind of hate that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able. Oh, I might be able to get here. Ooh, a radiation zone. I actually have never encountered that. Like I usually, I think, yeah, like it's. I usually stay, like if I find the area I need to be in, I'm usually just stick to it. So I've not actually been to the edges of the map ever, I think. Oh my God, there's still bees. Come on, where you at, zombie? Oh, I think I see it down there. Revenge. Come on. The bees are the absolute worst thing they've ever added to this game. Honestly, I would even take like darkness. Oh, were you over here this whole time? I was just being dumb shooting that other zombie. I think you were. I hate these guys so much. They've just ruined the desert for me. Yeah, I'm probably not going to, unless I'm using a mod that adds boats, I'm probably never going to go that far into the water. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. In fact, this area seems almost impossible to navigate, so I think I'm just going to go that way. See, I have been considering that, but actually, like, I really have been considering just removing the frost claws and spitters. More so the spitters than the frost claws. I don't like the frost claws, but the spitters are just insufferable. Due east. All right. Let's see. So that would be, yeah, you're probably right there. Yeah, because that probably goes off for a while and then turns into the probably the forest, if I had to guess from what we've seen. So yeah, you're right. Due east. Oh my God, I have survived that. Surprisingly survived that, actually. Do I have food? Yes, I do. And I believe I had honey at some point, but I've left it at my base, unfortunately. Oh, I never actually put my mod on here, did I? There we go. Yeah, due east. That sounds right. Alright, we're heading east for the Frost Claws, unfortunately. Yeah, I really miss when, like, there was this one map, like, way back when I first started playing, it was an auto-generated map, and it had, like, all of the, there was this spot where almost all of the, biomes, like, all of the biomes, spawned on, and, like, I had this base that was basically in the center of them, and I could easily dip into any of them. Yeah, I definitely need to go back. And yeah, I basically can just go to it's basically the same thing to go to my base. Yeah, I think I'll go to the base. Considering if I cut through the base and then go due east from there, it'll probably take me roughly the same amount of time to get to the actual frost area anyways. Oh, by the way, frost claws, if they had just like made the throwing the rock thing like 1/10 as often, I think they could have actually had an okay enemy there. But they throw rocks so often, it's ridiculous. Like it's actually painful to deal with them. Like it honestly feels like you're playing an old Donkey Kong or yeah, an old Donkey Kong game where he was throwing the barrels down and you had to climb the ladders. All right, by the way, I'm going to be streaming for about 15 more minutes and then I'm going to take a break. I have a call I need to do and I want to get some water and rest my voice for about 15 minutes before I have that call. I'll probably be streaming this game again in about 2 or 3 days because I'm falling behind on my other stuff too, so I need to record some look outside and a little bit. I don't know. I might do oxygen not included, or I might also do Project Mouthwashing. So, Callan, if you're interested in either of those games, keep an eye out for me. But I totally understand if this is your game. I'm definitely going to continue streaming this in about 3 or 4 days. But yeah. Also, if yeah, they wanted something to counter the usual elevated path base. Those rocks do a ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right, I've seen that. Like, when I was doing the Blood Moon, like a bunch of episodes ago, like I was in one of those bunker poys, and like their rocks annihilated the entrance. Like it just completely annihilated it. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't like that the Funpins do that. Every time someone comes up with a cool new design for a base, they just find some way to wreck it, and I do not like that. That does not feel good. Like it feels anti-player when you go out of your way to make their things not work. But yeah, actually, like even if they wanted to do that 1/10, like make the rocks 1/10 as often, but 9/10 stronger, right? Completely balanced out, but way less annoying. It gets the exact same results without being insufferable. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I actually saw that. Like I'm a big fan of Jawoodle. I watch his videos and like one time they like he put out a video and the next day they had a hot patch out that fixed something he had done. And admittedly, whatever that one specifically, I remember being a little exploity, but like it's not a good look when you're spending time watching the videos of content creators and nerfing the things they're doing, because they had to have been watching that. Like someone at their office spends time watching Jawoodle and counters him. Yeah, he's great. I've actually by the way, for anyone watching this video who also watches Jawoodle, watch his ant video and take a moment to comment on it because even if you're not interested in it, I feel so bad for that guy being trapped into being into only doing 7 days to die. So as I mentioned, I'm a web dev. I understand algorithms. Basically, if you spend time actually engaging with that video, just do it for Jawoodle. The guy deserves it. But yeah, just spend time with that, and he'll be less trapped into 7 days to die. Like I love 7 Days to Die, and I'm not gonna stop it. But like, I understand, I would not want it to be my only game, you know? Yeah. Like, I need some time doing other things besides 7 Days to Die to recover whenever something super annoying happens in 7 Days to Die. But yeah, I actually don't know anything about that game. I just know apparently it's like survival horror, but with insects. I guess it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with horror. I might actually check that out sometime. Like, that's an interesting idea. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with horror. Yeah. I can't believe, like, honestly, I think Jawoodle is actually my favorite 7 Days to Die guy just because, like, he's got that right mix of energy, accent, and actually being good at the game. Like, if he's, oh, hey, look, a wandering horde. I guess I could use some XP. Yeah, this gun feels a lot better now that it has 30 bullets. And was way too little. Like I said, I don't know much about guns in real life, but it would be baffling if there was actually a 10-shot AK. Are you still alive? Did you have a chest? No. Okay, you're just taking a while to die. Yeah, I know, that's the crazy thing. Like, yeah, it's mostly a PvE game. Like, it's not really a thing with hardcore mechanics where you're going up against people. Like, for instance, Tarkov is an example. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think exploits actually add fun to the game. Like, as long as it's not a PvP game, like, exploits can actually add a lot of fun to the game. Like, silly base designs, definitely. Oh, okay, so it's like some kind of law thing. That makes sense. Yeah, I um I get that now. Yeah, totally makes sense. And I guess like yeah, and that actually adds in a new way to mod your guns. That's cool. Yeah. It's really wild that they like I would love to sit down with I would love to sit down with the devs and get like what they actually think in game should be because I feel like if you had that interview 3 or 4 times over the years, you would get very different answers. And you mix that with all the weird nerfing stuff they do, and like, yeah. I mean, on the other hand, I also kind of understand where they're coming from with the constant changes, because if I was working on something for 12 years, I'd be super afraid to ever finish it too. So I can kind of understand that a little. Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised New York allows 10 rounds, given, it's New York. Yeah. Ooh. My jaw's getting a little sore from all the talking, so I think 2 was exactly the right time to end this stream. Let's see, I think my 45 ammo should be done, but is my 5 whatever ammo done? My AK ammo. I'm not sure. We're about to find out. Oh my god, look at all that sweet, sweet ammo. Did I make the wrong kind of ammo? What happened here? What happened here? Did I make the wrong kind of ammo? I know I made 45. Why did the number not go up? Oh, right, because it's a different... Okay, I get it now. Yep. I need to switch. Okay. Crisis averted, and that is which button again? F? No. Z? No. Which button is it? Hold R. Right, right. Alright, so that's perfect. Thank you. Uh, there we go. Perfect. I actually think I'm going to use up the rest of my old ammo first, and then just purely have the new one. I panicked a little too soon there. Although, it was a good reason to panic. This game is, if I crafted the wrong one over an hour, that would feel kind of awful. And the other one you said was really powerful was the 300, right? Let's just finish up and get some little stuff done here. Put out our water thingy. Yep, definitely gonna make more rep. Just want to get everything completed first. Let's see, we'll disassemble this. 9. Alright, I think I've disassembled all the ammo. I just have to wait for it to disassemble, and I will get some stuff crafting. 45.5. ACP, actually. I should just look for ACP. Right, I'm probably gonna need some of these to finish first. And they're all behind this, so I should let this go first. Perfect. Alright, let me see. I believe you mentioned that 300 uses the other stuff, or yeah, large caliber. That's different from the other two, right? 556 times no, 545. This uses medium, so and 45 uses yeah, 45 uses ACP uses the medium. So yeah, 300 would be a good complement. Should make 300 on the side as well. Yeah. Alright. There we go. And then I just need to break down all this ammo. Did I hear it? Oh! Yeah, you were right there. I should probably put in a door, but I'll do that later. What's a little jump scare occasionally? I think that just adds spice to life. Alright, did I tear everything apart? Yes. Alright, we're gonna make as much of this as we can. Just so we can have it. What was a gun for 300 again? Velociraptor or Sig? Alright, I think I'd go for the Velociraptor because that should be pretty easy to find. And also, it's called Velociraptor, which is the coolest possible name it could have. 300, then I need the ACP because I can probably make more of that. Yeah. Alright, we'll make more ACP. We got plenty of this type, and then like monitor wanted to turn off for no particular good reason. And the Velociraptor was like 85k, I think. This here. Anything we need to do here? Yes, we finally make coffee. Sure, let's make some coffee. Grilled meat. We'll just make more grilled meat. It's not the best use of our resources, but I don't really care. Dump all this stuff, dump all this stuff. And this, and this. Oh, we need to melt that down, actually. We'll keep the wood. We'll sell that beer because I don't like the effects on the screen. Never been a fan of that, honestly. And here's the honey, which we should have had with us the whole time. Herbal antibiotics. But yeah, I think it was 85,000, so we're a ways away from getting it, but like, honestly, I don't really care. I just want it. Let's see. We'll smelt this, and we'll smelt these, so turn that on and just get the smelting. What else do we have? We have more water. Make more coffee? Yes, we can. There we go. Now we have some food. And what else do we need? We're basically broke. We don't need these plant fibers. They're everywhere. I don't know why I'm carrying this around too. That could be useful. That's useful. This is useful, but I want to move it around. This is useful. This is useful. Bring coffee with us just because it's great. And I think we're good to go on the inventory management. I guess I could try to find Rect real quick so I just know where he is, because I'm pretty sure he's the one with the Velociraptor. Let's see, anything else? I just want my ammo, but that's going to take a little while to craft, so we'll just let that happen in the background. Alright. We are good to go. More food, more water, please. This is on, and anything else I want to do? I think we're good for now. Alright, so I'm going to go try to find Wrecked real quick for the Velociraptor, just so I can get the Velociraptor, and because I kind of need something open-ended to do, because I've only got like 10 minutes left before I end the stream. So he's probably somewhere around here, if I had to guess. Or I could just keep looking for the other guy, but I think I need Wrecked. Like, I just want that Velociraptor. It sounds so cool. Also, a third ammo type would be nice. That's weird, it just reconnected chat for some reason. Oh, also, I need to, refuel. And I also need to put that mod in that I completely forgot about. There we go, now we're even faster and more efficient. Oh, look at that speed, that is perfect. Yes, wrecked, perfect. I'm gonna spend my remaining time on this, session looking for Wrecked. Wrecked can get wrecked, but he has good stuff. And, I'm probably gonna add in Sonya, and, like, I'll do that off camera, of course, but I'll probably add in Sonya. Like, I'm just so tired of Wrecked. Like, he's just such a symptom of the fun pimp's kind of like disdain for the users. Like, of course you'd make the first trader you run into kind of a, awful. Like, he is just plain awful. Alright. I probably should have crafted a vehicle repair kit, but I don't really need it that bad. Oh, hey, a boar. Let's just drop by and kill that boar real quick. There we go. I imagine this is how boar hunting in Texas goes. Someone riding around on a motorcycle just gets off, unloads their AK into a boar, and then moves along. Alright, so there's probably gonna be, since this is our starting area, this is probably gonna be somewhere in here, a city, because they usually put the city pretty close to the starting area. Ooh, you take a sip of coffee. Ah, man, the way that filter just changes, that is so much easier on the eyes. No kidding. I knew that Joel was probably Joel, but I did not know that Rect was someone's self-insert. Why would you be so awful to people? Like, why would you represent yourself that way? Wow. I had no idea that was someone's self-insert. Like, is he actually like a nice guy and he was being facetious by making his self-insert kind of such an awful person? Or, like, what's going on there? Like, I just can't imagine. Like, if I had to put myself as a self-insert into a game, like, I can be cantankerous sometimes, but I would not represent myself that way. Okay, so he's the one who does most of the dev streams for Fubar. I have never once watched one of their dev streams, honestly. Like, I've only the town hall was the first I actually tuned into and wasn't impressed there. So I'm not really super familiar with who's who. Is this already the burnt forest or what's happening? But yeah, I mean, you do you, man. You do you, Richard. So like, so those two are the, yeah. Okay, so he's the middle of the screen. Okay, yeah. All right, that helps. Now I can picture him. But yeah, interesting choice. Wouldn't have done it myself, but hey, more power to you, I guess. Yes, I know I'm thirsty. I'm always thirsty. It's that kind of game. So Rex probably gonna be like right there, I bet, because I feel like Rex always super close to that. He's super close to a bridge lately, or maybe I'm wrong. Now that it's kind of zoomed, I've gotten closer. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, yeah, I was not impressed with that town hall. Like, I was really hoping they would like. I knew they weren't gonna take any like crazy questions, but at least one difficult question, like just address it. Like even if it was just one, I would have been pretty happy. Um, yeah, I'm starting to think Rex not gonna be over here. He could technically be over there, so I'm gonna check over there. Is that wrecked? Yes, I think that is wrecked. Perfect. No, that is not wrecked. Never mind, it's the weighing station. Oh man, I was so impressed with this game the first time I did the weighing station, the one where stuff explodes and a horde of zombie attacks you. That was crazy. And the worst part is, like, with the town hall, they didn't even have to hit a high bar with that. Like, they could have just shown up, done the bare minimum, answered like one or two questions as they showed up in chat, and most people would and then just said like, okay, we hear you out, we know, we're gonna change some things, like hold on for the changes. That's all they had to do. That's not hard to. It was not a that could have been such an easy win for them. Like I've never hosted a town hall for the public, but it's my time. I've been at it like an actual like major corporation, and I did like the internal meetings, and I explained some stuff we were doing with changes to our website. It is not hard to make a major win out of just explaining small changes or reversions or issues. Like, sure, it can be a little embarrassing to be called out and when someone says, "Hey, this bug has been happening," and then you say, "Well, I wasn't aware of this bug because it wasn't reported through XYZ, but I'll take a look at it, thanks." And then you've just had a major win there. Hi, honey. Now my wife and one of my most chatty fans is in this chat. That's great. Um, Yeah, actually kind of joined towards the end. So if you're in Twitch right now, you'll see a Peapod loves Lychee. That's my wife. Anyways, yeah. I'm sorry, I've been streaming this for a while, and I'm about to finish streaming, and then I'm gonna have the call, and then I'll respond to your memes. Okay, honey, I know. Oh yeah, I comment on the Reddit post about the town hall. Yeah, I actually saw I didn't read all the comments, but I left a few comments there too. Like I was not happy about what they did with the jar what they said about the jars. It just felt like everything they did wrong. Okay, hon, I'll enjoy. But yeah, like I just went in on the on a Reddit thread about those jars. But yeah, yeah. Ooh, wow, you got some big stuff there. I'm gonna have to take a second to read that. I think the bigger problem at this point is devs' responses of you didn't like the way we implemented this massive weather thing. Yeah, yeah, you are exactly right. Like that's the thing about the further delays. Like it's 100% understood if they have to change something, it's gonna add delays. You don't have to say that out loud. It did not feel good to say it out loud either. Like everyone understands changes mean delays, but like yeah, yeah, the modding community has done so much in so little time, and often, and they're not being paid. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Everything you said there. In fact, I think I liked that comment when you made it on Reddit. Is there anywhere else he could be in this town? He might be down here, so I'm gonna check real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. But yeah, everything you said in that was so accurate. I'm actually gonna read the whole thing for. I think the bigger problem at this point is the dev's response of you didn't like the way we implemented the massive weather things no one asked for or likes, and we had such confidence in that we pre-built in an option to turn it off. Now we're going to have to spend time reworking it to something fairly reminiscent of the system we trashed a year ago. Oh, and by the way, it will further delay this thing that we've been promising for the last 12 years. There's that we were finally planning on getting around to meaning we were finally planning on getting around to. Meanwhile, the modding community released a fully functional mod doing a weather system and biome system, see Jawoodle's recent YouTube videos, better than the devs did within a few weeks of this idiocy, and NPC mods of various types, including bandits and companions, have been modded in for quite some time. Really, for bandits, they should just talk to Rebirth mod developers, use and maybe improve their game code, and throw a nod to them in the game credits. Exactly, everything you said. So I understand it gets a little bit weird with like rights and stuff when you start involving modders, but as long as someone signs a contract saying oh, it's okay, you can bring modders on. Other games have done it, and they need to do that because if they brought in one or two modders, imagine if they brought in the Tarkov guys for weapons, the Rebirth guys for all that stuff. Like, imagine if they just bring on one or two guys. Imagine how much more content they could have in the official patch, and imagine the goodwill they would earn by bringing in a modder. Everyone loves when a modder gets brought in. Like, it's such a PR win. Like, as someone who's worked in marketing, like, I always advise that kind of stuff. If someone does something good, bring them in if you can, and if you can't, just like publicly say, hey, great idea, good job, keep it up. He might be here, but I don't think so. He might not be in this town. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that's a thing too. Like this, like if you've read an EULA, you know you basically don't even own video games anymore. They don't have to do that. That's just for the PR of it. They can just take it if they want. Like it's crazy. Like that's the thing. Every game now, you don't own it. You basically just have the right to play it. Everything you make for it, they basically own. And like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of ways they can do this to get a PR win instead of doing it that way. But like, they could just take it. That's right. Like, I definitely know of games that have done that too. I'm not sure if this game has ever done it. I don't think they have, but like, honestly, yeah. Like, it couldn't possibly be worse than anything else they do. Like, they have, honestly, like, I don't say this for every company, but they could really use a PR guy. Like, they could, like, make, like, not necessarily a PR firm, but just hire someone who's done PR for games before and has been in situations where, like, promises were broken, and then see if that guy can, like, suggest some things to you. Because maybe they would listen to an actual PR guy they paid money to. Every police car has a gun and some ammo in it? Army trucks definitely. Okay, I definitely have seen the. I didn't know about the police car. I didn't know it was every one of them. By the way, base game needs that. Sensible loot. Like when I went back, when I played Survivor for a little bit, it was so hard to go back to that random crap loot compared to the on-point loot that's in this mod. Yeah, like that's just such a good change. Like That's one of the only bad things about the random map. Like the random map, random loot together is awful, but if you have random map plus loot that makes sense, that's so much better. Hire the guy. Honestly, hire the guy who did that. Like, I don't even think that's hard. I don't know how they do it, but I imagine there's a database somewhere in there, and it just says X container can pull from Y list kind of thing, right? Do you know if that's right, Calvin? Because just speaking as a web dev, that's how I'd do it. Yeah, I know. It's so painful when you can see the gun sticking out of the bag, but you know you're never gonna loot a gun out of that bag. Let's see. I'm really losing hope of finding Wrecked in the time I have left, but I'm just gonna like go through this town real quick. Let's see. He's probably gonna be on the edges. I'm gonna do a swing around here. Okay, you don't know enough yourself? Yeah, that's fine. Just speaking as a web dev, like that's the way I would do it. I would have a one table of loot items, or not loot items, one table of loot containers, and then that table connects to another table with list in it, and a list, and then each of them would pull from that list, and it would just I don't know exactly how they do it. However, they do randomization would then pull from whatever's on that list. I would think it should be super easy, if a little tedious and time consuming. Yeah, I think I have seen a mod that does that, but like most of the overhaul mods have their own thing going, so I haven't like explained or explored that rather. Yeah. Genuinely, a lot of things in this game could be changed to make it better that fall under. It's probably a little bit tedious, but honestly, you probably don't even necessarily need to be a super high-tech person to do it. Just having a decent understanding of it. I would love to find Wrecked right now. In my experience, he's usually on the edge of town, so like I feel like if I'm gonna find him, he's gonna be up here or maybe over here. Technically, he could be there, I suppose, but I'm not seeing anything with my eyes. I don't see anything with my survivor eyes. Legolas. Oh, there's something over here. I don't think this is him, but it could be. It might be him. Oh, I have found Wrecked. That is the perfect way to do it. I'm actually gonna poke around in the loot XML or XML later and just see what's in it. It's locked. Dang it all. I need to get that. I need to do that change where traders are always open, honestly. All right, it has been great talking to you, Callan. I'm so glad you finally got caught me doing this live. You have been a great help as always, so shout out to you again. I'm gonna take a break from streaming and recording. I'll probably play this game in a couple of days. Open invite to you to any game I play, of course. So obviously, since I'm a streamer and you're public and you can come, anyone's allowed to come. But you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's been great having you to chat with. Like, I've actually had to open your YouTube comments on a side screen just to check things occasionally, but having you here live as a source of information has been great. All right, so I'm gonna kill this for YouTube. I'll keep the stream going for a second though. Um, if you've enjoyed this, check it out on Twitch. I'm going to be before all of these episodes are live. I'm probably going to have another stream. So if you're interested in this, 2 or 3 days, so it's going to be a live stream of Tarkov. If not, like, comment, subscribe. They'll be on YouTube. See ya, YouTubers.